I've actually started the stream. This is the 4th time tonight. So love that. Yeah, I keep getting notifications saying I'm dropping frames like cray cray, so not the most ideal for streaming. So it was unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we will begin in a few moments. I just got a few things to do. It should take me about 2-ish minutes, maybe. Then again, I could probably do it while getting everything all squared away, so not the end of the world. Just gotta make sure I put in my tags, which I did. Okay, move that over here. Apparently my kid's out in the living room living his best life. Why is projector not popping up? What is going on? I just want to stream. Yeah, it's entirely possible that the Switch 2 may be hack-proof, given that the OLED currently is, without some hardware modifications, so anything is hackable. Starkiller's right. And the Switch OLED is still technically hackable. Just not your mind, you couldn't hack the front door if you tried? Yeah, somebody would have to make some pretty serious software slash potentially hardware. But it all depends on what kind of vulnerabilities they oversee on the system. Oh, software or something's definitely going to be made for it. Like, there's no doubt. People love hacking Nintendo stuff. And the more unhackable it is, I'm sure the more hacked people are going to want to make it. Like, people love modding Nintendo consoles. And I think the community is going to grow bigger the more security they put on it. They'll just get more people interested in seeing if they can hack it. If you build it, they will come, right? That's the idea. Just want to know if the scalpers are going to have the Switch 2 unavailable for 2 years this time. Nintendo seems to think they got a pretty good solution going for keeping that at bay. Their solution is mass produce them. I fail to see how they can have control over that, but we shall see. They don't have anything under control. Yeah, I agree. Sad thing is, like, I think Nintendo's in a tough spot with the Pokemon cards. Or, well, maybe not so much Nintendo as it is Creatures Inc. or whatever. But they want their cards to be worth something, so they have to limit them. But in order to stop scalpers from scalping, they have to mass produce more and more and more and more. Make it produce so many that the scalpers can't buy them and sell them at an increase. Like, that's the only solution. Produce so much that scalpers cannot make any profit off of buying them. Or they go out of business trying to buy them all. Yeah, but scalpers are going to continue to be pervasive until people stop paying the prices for them. Which is unfortunate. Allegedly, well, I don't even know if that's true. What they should do is make it so that if you have a Nintendo Switch Online account for a current Nintendo Switch, you get into the eShop, let's say, or use that sign in on Nintendo.com, and you have to sign in there if you are a current Switch holder or account, you have a current Switch account, you get first dibs at buying them directly from Nintendo. That's how they should do it. What would I pay for a Japanese GameCube? $100. Because that's what I did. Like maybe 120. Yeah, it's a simple solution. One account equals one Switch. So, and like, I would even go so far as to say you have to have current Nintendo Switch Online. Like, so that if they want to buy a Nintendo Switch, they have to not only create an online account, they have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online on that online account, and then you're granted first access to be able to purchase or upgrade to the new Switch. And you get to buy one per account that is paid for. Would it fix everything? No, but would it drastically slow it down because scalpers don't want to shill out $10 on the off chance that they can't sell it or whatever? Probably. Hey there. And by Swayze, if you are getting a Japanese GameCube, I strongly encourage the orange one. If not that one, then one of the really cool atomic green ones, or you know, those ones, because they're awesome. The purple one is the only one you should get. I mean, yeah, under normal circumstances, but they already have a GameCube. So, in light of it being a Japanese GameCube, it's gotta be orange. Ooh. Oh, 4 parts not working. Dang. Oranges for nerds. it is. I also got a black one, a silver one, and a indigo one. So, I mean, it is what it is. How did you break two GameCubes, Starkiller? They're like indestructible, I thought. Like, mine fell down a staircase and didn't even get a scratch. Oh, I think there's a baby out there. When you were younger, you would jump when you would play the games and yank the GameCube off the table. Ah, my niece currently has that problem. That's why she doesn't get anything that's not wireless. She likes to play video games and jump with Mario. That makes sense. I was telling everybody on stream last night that I ran my GameCube when I bought it. I ran it for 2 weeks straight without turning it off because I didn't have a memory card. Yeah, it wasn't as strong as a 64. Still ran like a champ after I left it on forever and a day. Yeah, the GameCube needing a memory card was ridiculous. Like, yeah, we have the GameCube, technically the N64, but you could save to the cart. There were just some things that needed the controller version of the memory card. Then there was the PS1 and the PS2. I think those are the only like 4 consoles where a memory stick is needed. Now I have to drop $100 just to download games you already bought. Yeah, it's pretty terrible what things have come to with video games, but that's also pretty great at the same time. Here's hoping the Switch 2 has a mic so that we can get DS games. Small human words indeed. Oh. Well, hi. SD cards and the hard drive thing you need for Xbox just storm. Well, yeah, that's because, like, Xbox, you save hundreds of gigs worth of data for a freaking game. 7 months? Currently looking for a completed Coliseum Japanese save file before buying the GameCube and bonus disc without doing the grind again. Ooh. Yeah, hopefully you can find that save file on a memory card already. Because that save file is going to do you absolutely no good unless it's already on a GameCube memory card. Because I want to mod my GameCube for Pico Boot so that I can extract the save from the memory card just for that reason, and if I figure it out, I will be sure to let you know. But yeah, getting Pico Boot installed on a GameCube would allow that software to rip a save file, input it to an SD card, and vice versa. Messaged a couple people that are selling completed memory cards just for English. Yeah, I can imagine, and I will be eventually playing Pokemon Coliseum in Japanese as soon as I get through this and Gen 2. That's going to be the first thing that I do when I get done with Gen 2's Professor Oak's challenge. For me, it's going to be without using a guide for Pokemon Coliseum. It's going to be so hard. But I have to do it in Japanese because I want to use those e-reader cards. I'm just currently figuring out the best way to go about doing that. But to shill out $500 for those stupid cards all at once kind of hurts my soul. Maybe I'll do it at the end of the year. If, as a congratulations, I reached my savings goals. My goal for the year being get my student loans paid off. Oh yeah, I too want the Celebes, and it sucks that you have to have a completed save file and then you're like able to trade up 90 or 70 of them or something like that. Have a job now so you can save up for a capture card to start streaming? That's what's up. Oh, right on by Swayze. You know what? If you're buying a Japanese GameCube for a price over $100, you can rest assured knowing that it's been tested and it's good to go. Like, there are a lot of Japanese sellers on eBay that do really good work with that. You should get back to shiny hunting Celebi on Crystal. Absolutely, you should. Me and Tenny, a mod in my Discord server, are going to do a race for Professor Oak challenging Gen 2 on Crystal, and then shiny hunt Celebi afterwards. I don't want to know the price. It's crazy value. But what comes with it, though? Is it like 180? Just buy the Panasonic GameCube? That would be cool, but like I don't know if it does anything extra. What's special about it? Wait, what? Just the cords and nothing else? What? Oh yeah. Yeah, any GameCube controller will work. The only thing that doesn't work with Japanese versus English are the games. Everything else translates perfectly. Now, if you already have a memory card that is got a save in English, that won't work. But you can purge it and it'll work just fine. Oh, really? Then what happened? You're telling stories. Look for the 8F command for obtaining the University Magikarp. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you would need a separate memory card. One to save in English, one to save in Japanese, because it will register the games differently from what I understand. Yeah, but it's also like over $500 if I remember right. That Panasonic GameCube. Oh, easily $1,000. Okay. 700 for the Japanese version. That is really cool, though. Not bad. Still looks like it works with the Game Boy player. Yep, you will need a Japanese emerald. Good afternoon. And hello. I love the pink Slaykoth picture. At least I think it's pink. Shiny Slaykoth for the win. So you're looking at around 300 total just for some Celebes that you could just use your event carts for on the Platinum, Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver? Yeah, basically. Wait, how much is the GameCube you're looking at? And I believe you already have the Japanese Coliseum, so if you're counting that, that should be like $100. Yeah, I saw when you sent me that picture the other day that was up there. I'm just wondering if that Coliseum was $100 and why the GameCube's $200 if that's the case, or if it was $200 and the GameCube's $100. The 55 after shipping was the Pokemon Coliseum. Bye, Brock. Oh, the GameCube you're looking at. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. I am concerned about it being $55. I would almost wonder if the laser is working on it or if it's 4 parts. Because it should be about $100. The orange one's actually the cheapest one. That's cool. I actually just I just ordered a laser drive for my black GameCube. So hopefully I can get my black GameCube fixed when that gets in. What we got here? No, that's not bad. Looks pretty crisp. No worries. Oh yeah, that's right. That makes more sense. Japanese emerald, that's $100 too. So yeah, that tracks. That follows. That is a lot for one Pokemon. But big but, Shiny Mew is able to be obtained on a Japanese copy of Emerald. So at least there's a potential for 2 Pokemon. And now that you know that there's 2 Pokemon lumped up in that, absolutely you should. Your brain should tell you to go for it. Because now it's only 150 per Pokemon, right? Yeah. Inject the event and hunt for it. My pleasure. I like teaching. I can't wait for me to just pull up on Brock in general. It's gonna be great. I think I'm a lot farther away than I thought I was at first, though. It's been a long time since you've seen me live. Well, glad you could stop in. It's been a while since I've seen anything resembling your name. Big W. I don't know if it's the same that I remember, but had to have been at least a year and a half since I remember seeing that name. That's how I feel when I wake up in the morning. Oh, look at me. I'm probably ignoring Twitch chat. Because I didn't switch it to multi-stream. If I am, I apologize. Doesn't look like I've missed any. Why am I running? That was dumb. You know what? I'm gonna go place him out in the living room and see if he crawls his way back here. guess never mind on that one. Couldn't you avoid having Coliseum if you have the bonus disc and the memory card? Yeah? I mean, if you have the memory card, you would just need the bonus disc because it would read the save file for Coliseum. Really, dude? Yeah, the way that bonus disc should work is you pop in the bonus disc, it checks for a save file for Pokemon Coliseum and sees if it's complete and all Pokemon have been purified. And if it sees that, it will open up the trade. Hey, no problem. You have a great night. Bye, Swayze. I might call this one early. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how much I have to deal with him being cranky. Because right now I'm not getting much of anything done. Stop that. You're waking up your brother. I can't believe it's taken me almost an hour to get through Squirtle. Hey, Smoker, welcome. This kid's up. Won't freaking go to sleep for me. You were in Japan yesterday, now in Korea. That's really cool. Do anything fun over there? I mean, I'm sure you did, but what'd you get up to? What'd you do? Just look around, went to Tokyo and Osaka. Please tell me you were in there for like a week. Okay. I'll be right back. You were there for a month? Now I'm really jealous. That's awesome. One day I'll get over there for a month. Because, like, yeah, if you're going to Japan, you can't just have it be, like, a week-long thing. Like, to really appreciate it and enjoy it for how far away it is, it has to be for a month. I'm going to do the same for Korea. My only question is how. How did you have 2 months of time off, or the ability to just be off 2 months to do such an excursion? Because that's just awesome. I mean, I guess depending on how the ability came about, it's awesome, but... Oh, you work online. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, gosh, that's even cooler. So what's the coolest thing you saw while you were in Japan? And what's the sketchiest thing you ate? Oh, in Seoul right now? Okay, Seoul. If a smiley man asks you to play a slap game, don't do it. Sketchiest thing you ate were chicken gizzards? Okay. Wasn't even like squid or sushi or any kind of thing like that? Oh, you like sushi. Okay, so not sushi there. I do gotta ask, did you have puffer fish while you were in Japan? You had takoyaki from a sketchy stall and it gave you food poisoning? Not risking it. Yeah, understandable. I mean, how much trial and error do you think it took that society to figure out how to successfully do pufferfish without killing people? Oh yeah, did you have Wagyu? Every restaurant has Wagyu. That's fair. You had A5 Wagyu? I don't even know what that means. You're speaking Japanese now. Oh, that's another question. How much of the language did you absorb while you were there? It's like a grading system. What's the coolest thing you went to go see? Because I'd personally be going and looking for anything like related to Shinto temples and torii gates and things like that, because I find them fascinating. There's also that castle thing in the middle of city. I forget which city it is though, but there's like a park castle in the middle of everything. Osaka Castle. That sounds right. Sounds like it would be in Osaka too. I'd be like visiting out places from anime I saw because I'm a freaking otaku, I guess is what you would call it. Visited the New Year's festivals. Oh my gosh, I forgot how cool that would be. Japan at New Year's. Oh my gosh. Took sword lessons from a samurai school. That's what's up. So is this summer over there right now? Hello, Jay. Welcome. Car meets drove a 700 horsepower Skyline. No, it's cold. Windy too. Oh. I would like to see Japan in New Year's and springtime. Like, really, if I could, I would live there for a year. But that ship's kind of sailed for a while. I did char my melon. You tried their gyukatsu. Wow. Gyukatsu and curries. What's gyukatsu? Beef cutlet? Okay. visited Kamakura as well. Oh my gosh. Yes. Sign me up for some Gyukatsu. That sounds amazing. It's so much cheaper in Japan too. Oh, I imagine, because it... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Wagyu steak is like the most expensive steak in the US, I thought. My question is, how much taiyaki did you get to eat? And red bean buns? Didn't eat a lot of those. I want some so bad. What about gyoza buns? Gyozas are really good. Fair. That's what's up. Bran buns are good too. One day I'll make it to Japan. I want to go to the Pokemon Center there. Ah, Shibuya and Akihabara. Why does the name Akihabara sound so familiar? When I was in Texas, me and some buddies frequently went to the Asian markets and got those red bean buns. Oh, that's why, yeah. Akihabara, Anime Central. Wait. Is Akihabara that one place of Japan that everybody is cosplaying like all the time? Like, you're abnormal if you're walking around town and you're not in a getup? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's why the name sounds familiar. But they're not always in cosplay. It isn't cosplay if you're like that all the time. Yeah, that's fair. Mmm. Smoker, I do have a question. Dare I ask what kind of work they were doing? Because there's also that district in Japan that everybody's well aware of as well, and it's completely legal. Billboards all over with SAO and Evangelion. That is sick. Maiden host cafes. Okay. That's better than where my mind went. Some were massagers. Because, you know, that one word is completely legal in Japan. From what I hear, they're treated pretty well, too. Ooh, did you stay in those pod hotel rooms that it's basically like a 3-foot by 6-foot cube? Well, I guess it would be a rectangular prism, but 3-foot by 4-foot by 6-foot box hotels. What? It's that young? That's wild. No, that's so small. I want to just for the lulz. That's still really young. That's wild. Then again, Japan does pride itself on having emotionally mature children. So like they are years ahead of their peers in the States. Oh, do we really? I thought it was a pretty universal thing across the board that under 18 is bad juju in the US. But historically, 12 years old was normal. Like, this is like probably 1,000 years ago, or, you know, roundabouts, but guess the lifespan wasn't as long, so you kind of had to do that earlier, I guess, but pretty wild. Oh shoot, really? And the state supersedes the Fed? Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see the state supersede the Fed, but usually that's not the case in a lot of things. My mind's getting blown today. Depends on which law is being enforced. That makes sense. That still blows my mind. But yeah, Japan will send like their 5-year-olds across town to get groceries, and it's completely safe and normal to do so. When my mom married my dad, my grandpa had to sign papers authorizing it because my mom was 17 for like another month. Isn't it wild though, Smoker? Like I couldn't imagine sending my 4 or 5-year-old down the street, or even across the subway to go get groceries. But like the society there is like, you touch a child and hurt them in any way, the whole society's going to like gun you down, like no questions asked. So like it's a very do right by children country, and I love it. It's safe for them to do it because their society has made it so. No way. My Robinhood app, I use it to do Nintendo stocks and stuff, but I just got a message. Trump is a currency. Trump is a cryptocurrency token. Launched in January of 2025. And for some reason, it's $61. Wild. I love the internet. I'm wondering how it got up to $61 so fast. Smoker, what are you looking forward to doing in Korea while you're there? South of Lavender Town? I bet. Means I can get there in 2 gyms. Money is essential in this run. Ah, I did a little Googling because it just blew my mind so much. There is no federal age of consent. It is left entirely up to the states. I did not know that until today. Here's one I simultaneously saw coming but didn't see coming at all. The age for Utah is 16 as well. Oh wait, sorry, that's Nevada. I'm an idiot. Never mind. That one makes a lot more sense, actually. Yeah, Nevada having that be 16 makes a lot more sense, actually. I think actually the majority of the states have it at 16. Like, my entire world and understanding is like challenged today. I don't know how I feel about that. I need to get out more. Yeah, I do. Like, I think the stupid thing is I lived in Texas for about 2 years and had no idea that it was 17 there. I guess I just always assumed that it was put at the federal level for the country at 18, so I never really, like, questioned anything. I also haven't really had a need to know that information either, so it's like not something I would go out of my way to look up normally. And then part of it's just blowing my mind that they consider the age old enough to consent to that, but still can't rent a car or buy an apartment. That I think's why it's like messing with my mind. Like, can't vote, can't drink, or join the military, but you can do the other stuff. I think that those should all come at the same time. If you're old enough to do this, you're old enough to do everything else. You know, I am one of those that are. I personally don't consume alcohol or don't smoke or do drugs of any kind. Just choices that I've made. Just like, no, not gonna do it. But like, I do believe that if you're able to join the military, you should be able to do all of the rest of the stuff. Yeah, I think it's wild that like you could consent to that at 16 but not be able to rent an apartment, move out, or sign your name for legal documents, yet you're supposed to be a parent to another child. That don't make sense. Oh gosh. In other news, it's been it's been 15 years since I was 16. Eh, I'm old. I'm old. You're 45, don't even want to do that math? Well, Jay, to do the math for you, it's been as old as I am since you were 15. You haven't been 15 as long as I've been alive. Or I guess you've been older than 15 as long as I've been alive. Yeah. It coulda done. You were going to the store for your parents when you were 5 years old? Yep. It wasn't the store, but it was the gas station. I frequently rode my bike to the gas station for my parents. Well, at least my mom. Go get a soda. I was driving at 8, if that counts. No. I actually turned 31 in a month, though. And I still don't like it, Smoker. I'm still big upset. I keep hoping that this Scarlet and Violet season is a dream, and that next season Ash returns. Ash just needs to make a new goal. His goal now needs to be to find his dad. Shiny Rayquaza is a recurring Pokemon in the Journey season. That's a crazy goal. Mainly because, like, I want to know if, like, the Pokemon League chairman is Ash's dad, or if it's Ash from the future. Or rather, a time-traveling Ash. His name is apparently Charles Goodshow. From the future, pulling the Dr. Giovanni. No, there's just an old man that, like, is very similar to Ash. What was Giovanni's son's actual name? silver. Yeah, silver. Yep. I just didn't know if his name was actually Silver because, you know, you have red and blue. Red's the good guy, blue's the, you know, egotistical kid that's basically Gary. That becomes a gym leader because he failed at being a champion. But because Giovanni's son's name is Silver, I wasn't sure if it was Silver in Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold, or if Pokemon, because, you know, Gold and Silver, typically you would name your character Gold and Silver following the pattern of Red and Blue, but that's not the case. Gold being the good guy, Silver being the rival. But if you played the other version, your names would be swapped, I would think. Green is the girl that no one ever saw in the game until Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I just want to know when they remade the games why it went Fire Red, Leaf Green. Because, like, I know Green was a Japanese copy, and so it makes sense for that reason, but, like, why they wouldn't stick with the US and say Fire Red, Water Blue? Granted, Leaf Green sounds better than Water Blue. That certainly broke up the red versus blue pattern. It really did. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I order? Oh, right. My Nintendo GameCube optical laser drive assembly. Remember that you can shiny hunt the Magikarp that you buy at Mount Moon? Yes, in fire red leaf green. I mean, I guess I could technically hunt it on this one, but that sounds dreadful. Thursday, February 13th. That's a month away, Japan. Oh well. I still think Pokemon Johto had the best theme songs outside of the original. You're a little early. Sure. How's it going, Shark Lord? Dr. Snapper sneaks in quietly. Indeed, they did. Until they were announced by me. Oh. It's going well. How about you, Dr. Snapper? That sounds dreadful, Shark Lord. What kind of bean paste, though? Because now you've piqued my interest, and I want to know if you're making red bean buns. Because we had a whole conversation about that earlier. Because Smoker is in Korea right now and spent a month in Japan. So, you were searching for bean paste. Was it red bean paste, or was it like pinto bean paste? Or black bean paste? Anko, red bean paste. You're making dorayaki, Japanese filled pancakes. Yes, red bean buns. Send me a recipe on Discord, I implore you. If anybody has red bean bun recipes, send them to me. I will try them. I have not, Dr. Snapper. I have not. I occasionally get a super chat, but that unfortunately doesn't get to be counted in the coffee pool. DMs are fine, Shark Lord. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Also, YouTube channel's been kind of dwindling. Like I've lost 100 subscribers in the last 28 days alone. Um, but like I'm below 20,200 now. Ah, yes, Dr. Snepper. So for that, the way we got around that is I'm using my modded 3DS. So I got all of the starters already. I created a save state before choosing the starter, and then another save state before trading the starter. And then I traded them to this, reset the save, traded it again, reset the save, traded, did that 8 times. On the 9th time, I traded everything back to this cartridge, well, to this game. So we do have all of the starters already. Well, thank you, Dr. Snapper. Yeah, I don't know what's been driving the unsub, whether it was just a bunch of accounts that got deleted or whether people were actually going in and unsubbing. I can't imagine why there would be an unsub. Like, I know I did a month of streaming Animal Crossing, but, like, you would think it would take a little bit more than that to just make people unsub. But yeah, we've dropped 200 subscribers since August. Like, I'm not super sad about it. Like, it is a little bit disheartening, but having those ones go just means that the ones that are here are more likely to watch. You'll be my Tom Anderson, always there, always on the sub list. By the way, is MySpace still, like, operational? Are their servers still on? I mean, it's probably been 20 years since I touched my MySpace page. Oh, okay. Well, I will give it a look-see when I get done. Where did you have to go to get the bean paste? Was it an Asian market, or were you able to pick it up like a Kroger-like store? You love the Animal Crossing content and don't really like penguins, and you hope I finally planted the Icelantis cactus. I have not yet. I have not came across the cactus yet, but I will get one from Nook eventually. Asian market. See, I don't have one of those within 300 miles of me. Very sad. I have to go to Boise or Salt Lake in order to do it, and I have not yet got my wife on board for that. I'm pretty sure Fred Meyer is still Kroger, isn't it? You forgot Boise and Salt Lake were so close to each other? Yeah. I think they're about the same distance away from me. One's just faster to get to because speed limits. This is true. I would feel a lot better about ordering bean paste online than I would about ordering the actual red bean buns online. Holdelheis. Yep. Texas had so many Asian markets, it was ridiculous, and I loved it. I have caught all of the Pokemon I need to capture for the run. Well, they can be obtained prior to Brock. So now I just have to level them all up, and then I can fight Brock. Have to get them all to their final Evos, so that I can get a form of every single Pokemon in the Pokedex up to this point. I already got a Caterpie, I got a Metapod, I got a Butterfree, a Weedle, Kakuna, a Beedrill, a Rattata, Raticate, Pidgey, Pidgeotto. Oh, no. As long as they are caught by you with your original trainer name, they will always listen to you. At least they should. Because I'm pretty sure my Charmander, or Charmeleon, shouldn't be listening to me by now if it wasn't going to. Although it does say Pokemon above this level will listen to you, including those captured in the trade. I think so? I guess we'll see if my Pokemon reach a level and stop obeying me. Oh yeah. I mean, by the time I'm done, my Blastoise is going to be like level 36. So I'm not going to have any problem with Brock whatsoever. You lived in Lexington. And it's right next to a Toyota plant. A lot of immigrants. I like it. Yeah, so back to the Boise Salt Lake thing. I am here. Boise is like here. Salt Lake is here. So like it forms a triangle. So I must love potatoes. I do, in fact, love potatoes. Potatoes are delicious. Especially the French fried ones. So good. So good. Yeah, what I'm saying is it's the same distance for me to go to Boise as it is to go to Salt Lake. But it's also the same distance from Salt Lake to go to Boise as it is to go to me. So it's kind of like a nice little perfect triangle. So like within 50 miles of each other, I know that. That's an equilateral triangle. It is. A potato triangle. 50 miles is the distance between you and Rayleigh. I have no idea what Rayleigh is, who Rayleigh is, why Rayleigh is. Here in Phoenix, you have the Walmart from hell. You have 5 Outback steakhouses that form a pentagram in the middle of Walmart. Oh, wow. Oh, North Carolina. Ah, that makes sense. French fries disappear in the middle of the potato triangle. They do. They do. It's all the crop circles. I want to go to Hershey Land so bad. That's not what it's called, but you know, Hershey, Pennsylvania, I want to go there. Pretend I'm in a Willy Wonka movie. Okay, I was going to wait until after I ran out of Pokemon moves and how to reset the stream and all that, but I have cats meowing outside of my door, so I'm going to have to go and get them fed real fast. They're pissing me off. And we're back. Hershey Chocolate World and Hershey's Park. Sounds like a good sweet time. You get a good night's sleep if that's what you're going to do. That's like me saying I'm going to go to bed early, and that consists of me actually laying in bed, and then I turn on anime and stay up way too late, probably later than I would have if I didn't go to bed early. Because that's how that works, apparently. Sticking around a bit longer, epic. let's see. For evolving, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 more Pokemon to evolve. You're usually here until after I quit for the night? That you are. Because you have to take higher than the recommended dose. You do 3-month cycles, 2 weeks of sleeping pill, 2 weeks defend, then switch to the other pill, then finish with 3 full months of defend. Oh, wow. 13 before Brock, yeah. That is sounds like good trouble sleeping there. Yeah, because your name's Doctor Soda Testing. That's what's up. Specifically, Dr. Pepper. Callie's just got to sleep a couple minutes ago. Probably good. You can hear me, but not the game? Is the game still moving for you? Found out the problem. Was there by chance sound before? What is a extreme living dex? The extreme living dex is my take on Professor Oak's challenge. So instead of just getting the Pokedex filled in as much as possible prior to every gym leader encounter, I have to complete the living dex prior to every gym encounter. So for this one, there's like 36 some odd Pokemon I have to have in my Pokebox in order to fight Brock, the first gym leader. Okay. Yeah, my desktop sound got changed to some weird number thingy and not my headset. So the Streamlabs didn't know where to pull the game sound from. So yeah, instead of having to have, like, say, I caught a Charmander, I have to have a Charizard in my decks before I can fight Brock. I have to have a Charmander in my box, a Charmeleon in my box, a Charizard in my box, all the way down to Nidoking in my box prior to facing Brock. So we used some save states to get the Pokemon we needed, and then we used Brock through walls glitch to bypass Brock's gym so that we could get funding for Pokeballs. Dr. Snip. Oh, you saw your child choose their starter? Freaking adorable. It was. It was fun to make. I just loved... I love how every time I asked him, are you ready to choose your next Pokemon? Yeah! He was so excited. Popplio was a great choice. Ah! Ha 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 ha! Ha. No. That is a lot of sealed boxes. Yeah! I'm pretty sure those, if they're English copies of the game, they usually sell for about, you know, low-end 500, high-end 1,000. Yeah, I think if you have it graded by a professional grading company, they open it up, but it still counts as factory sealed for some reason. Probably because they seal it up immediately after the fact. But yeah, I would definitely get it graded first before selling it again, if they are in fact real. Good night, Shark Lord. Just gotta send it to the one in the US. Considering getting a good grade on one of those could, like, quadruple your profits on it, if applicable, it would most definitely be worth getting it graded. Paying the extra on shipping. A graded copy can easily turn a $500 game into a $1,000 game. because then you have extra verification that while it is factory sealed, it actually contains what it says it's supposed to contain. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a crap ton of money. That is legit. Why am I not hitting up the Pokemon Center to refresh my moves? Time saving. Using all of my moves and then going to the Pokemon Center, healing up, and then coming back. Because all of these Pokemon have to be leveled up eventually. No sense making extra trips to the Pokemon Center when their moves are going to KO any Pokemon they encounter at this point. Just switch and move on to the next Pokemon. Got 35 more moves with Pidgeotto. Can I please explain the challenge? Absolutely. Andrea, do you know what a Professor Oak's challenge is to start off with? You don't? Okay. So Professor Oak challenge is you use one cartridge of the game, so no trading, no version exclusives. You play through the game and you complete the Pokedex as much as it can be completed prior to facing each gym leader. So for Brock, I have my starter. I would have to fully evolve that into a Blastoise, Charizard, or Venusaur. I would also have to evolve a Pidgey into a Pidgeot. You can find a Nidoran. You have to evolve them into Nidorina and Nidorino because we don't have a Moonstone prior to Brock, so we can't fully evolve them. Spearow into Fearow. You gotta get a Beedrill. Gotta get a Butterfree. Gotta get a Pikachu. Depending on the version of the game, you would have to get a Primeape. So, oh yeah, they are in the description. At least they should be in the description. that should be a thing. But for this one, it's my take on a Professor Oak challenge. Not only do I have to get the Pokedex filled up as much as I possibly can, I have to have a living Dex version. So instead of just getting a Charizard, I have to have one Charmander, one Charmeleon, one Charizard, one Pidgey, one Pidgeotto, one Pidgeot. You know, I have to have a form for everything that's found in the Pokedex by the time I get to Brock. At least as much as can be done before. And that's like 36 some odd Pokemon. Once we beat Brock, we get to move to the next area where, you know, you can get Sandshrew, Ekans, Geodude, all those guys. I would have to fully evolve them and have a form for each of those evolutions to complete the living Dex as much as possible before getting to Misty. I also have to get the version exclusives and all the starters, so I allow trading for that. But these are the rules for the challenge. We should call it a Giovanni's challenge. You can cheat, but you must get everything. That's awesome. So maybe it's not so much of a Professor Oak challenge as it is an Ash Ketchum challenge. I think I missed Rule 7, which is Brock through walls allowed, but no other glitches. Like, we get the Mew glitch, and we get Brock through walls glitch. Yeah, the Mew glitch is not battling the kid with shorts that wants to go to the SS, or that just came back from the SSN, flying to Lavender Town, you know, using that gambler to fly back to Cerulean City, battling that kid, and then flying back to Lavender Town and fighting Mew. I'm more impressed that he caught those Tauros with those Safari Balls. Because if you've ever tried to catch a Tauros with a Safari Ball, that's just impressive. The cool thing about this challenge is, the further we get, the easier it becomes. The crappy part about it is, after defeating Misty, everything becomes available. For the most part. Tauros and Safari Ball. Respect. For real, though. so lame. I'm not going to need to catch many things in the Safari Zone by the time I get there. Surfing is off the table for a while after Misty. That's the problem, Jay. Because I can't surf to the Seafoam Islands to get most of these Pokemon that are easier to obtain there. And the leveling is a little bit easier there. I think Seafoam Islands is like the best place to train your Pokemon prior to Victory Road and Cerulean Cave. So like while Misty unlocks basically the entirety of the map except for Cinnabar Island and Seafoam Islands, it just means I have to get all of the Pokemon obtained in that vicinity and still train them on like level 20 Pokemon, which is better than level 4. And the power plant, yeah. Like, it just means that I have to evolve a Dragonite and a Dragonair on level 20 Pokemon. Hey, Dr. Snapper, you have a great night. It also means I have to beat the gym leaders out of order, too. Oh, yeah, there will be an XP share. I will have enough Pokemon for that before I even get close to it. Because Lieutenant Surge doesn't need to be defeated at all until like much later. He's not going to be the third gym leader because technically I don't need to beat him. So there's a lot of Pokemon I can obtain before he gets beaten. I think Erica's the next person I would have to beat. And I can get all of the Seafoam Islands Pokemon before her. She allows Surf, I think. It's either her or Koga, one of the two. Whichever one allows Surf is the next one after Misty. And once they're defeated, all of the Pokemon are available except for Articuno. And then the Victory Road Pokemon, of course, Cerulean Cave Pokemon. And then I would have to get Strength next. Grab Diglett and just sweep him. So, yeah, it would go Brock, Misty, whoever gives me Surf, and then whoever gives me Strength. After that, they can be defeated in, like, any order, because all of the Pokemon are available. Because I can get to Cinnabar Island without Strength, without going through Seafoam Islands. The only thing I need Strength for is Articuno. My Aereo, welcome. What's extreme about this? On surface value, nothing. The extreme is how much time it's going to take before I'm able to even face Brock. Because I have to get the living decks completed as much as possible before facing each gym leader. But admittedly right now it's really lackluster because we're just grinding, and we'll be grinding for like another 6 streams, I'm sure. Because I have yet to get, well, the only Pokemon line I've completed so far is Caterpie and Weedle and Rattata. So not much. As you can imagine, getting Pokemon to level 36 on level 4 Pokemon is pretty hard. You'd be crying. You tried this once. Was it just the Professor Oak's challenge, or was it a Living Dex version as well? Because like, not only am I doing Living Dex, I allowed version exclusives to be traded to the cartridge to be leveled up, and starters. So it's a little bit different than Professor Oak's, but still in that same vein. I've been told it would be a co-op Professor Oak, essentially. But I also allowed 2 glitches. We allowed the Mew glitch, of course, so we could get Mew for the Pokedex. And I allowed Brock through walls so that I could get funding to buy all the Pokeballs. Because trading over 8 starters, took up 8 Pokeballs, maybe 10, due to not catching it on the first go. So I was down that many Pokeballs to try to catch Pokemon to level up for Brock. So we had to use Brock through walls to get past the bodyguard there so that we could get some more money for Pokeballs. So once we beat Brock, going to Mount Moon has already been done. All the trainers up to Mount Moon. And even like 3 or 4 inside Mount Moon, I think. Not going for level 6 Metapods for more EXP? Would it be better to go into the forest to try to do that? I mean, they did grant 41. Now I'm questioning my life. Maybe that would be more ideal. I was just afraid of running into all of the Caterpies. I figured Pidgeys and Rattatas would be a better bet, but Metapod might actually be better for that chance. See, this is why we stream these things. 11 per level. You guys rock. Also, welcome to the stream. Apparently we're double healing. I also probably have a better chance of leveling up my poor Nidorans if I do that way. Oh, it is the Thunder Badge to use Surf? That actually makes sense. So yeah, he would be 3rd then. Cool. Dang, you guys right. is gonna be great. How much time have I wasted? Chunkachu. The HM is in fuchsia. You know what I love about this game? I'm not gonna get paralyzed for touching the Pikachu. Ooh, 58? This is so much easier. So much more experience. Why are Pokemon stronger in here than they are out there? What's going on? Oh, that electric rat was so dead. Just find Pikachu. Yeah, that Pikachu was pretty beefy. Bugs are amazing. Yeah, this is revolutionary. Like, this is easily 10 to 20 more experience points per battle. You guys are a lifesaver. Ooh, 61. Sweet, sweet 61. It bugs you that Gust isn't flying, no pun intended. Right? I was using Gust because I assumed that it was flying. But I've never really paid attention. Crobat just earned the VIP of the chat? Yeah. Yeah, basically. They fixed it in Gen 2? That's why. They're like, wait a second, Gusts are made with wings. It's probably a flying type. Let's retcon that. You've played a lot of Blue? That's fair. You know, Blue is my most played Pokemon game as well. But, I didn't process that the Pokemon in Viridian Forest would be stronger or grant more EXP than out there. Mirio, thank you for subscribing on Twitch.
Has joined
Mirio. Thank you so much. Yeah, Blue was my first Pokemon game probably over 25 years ago. And I guess I never really paid attention. I assumed bugs were weaker than the Pokemon outside, so I fell prey to thinking bugs are weak and not worth my time. But oh, this isn't so much faster. Metapod. It's probably because bugs evolve quickly. That actually could be a valid theory. You know, they don't require a lot of EXP to evolve, but they also give out a lot of EXP. As a thank you for not ignoring our existence. Pokemon Blue, bug only run. Let's go. gross. The burp or the bug only run? Because both of those happened kind of at the same time. My hydration is soda, so... the bug only. Okay, now you want to see a bug only playthrough? I actually think somebody tried to do it, and if I remember correctly, I don't think that it was exactly possible. You know what the saddest part about all this is, though? I'm doing this on my 3DS, right? This is just a small piece of the grander scheme of what I'm going to be doing here. This is preparation for Gen 2. We will be doing a Professor Oak challenge for Gen 2 for Crystal, and then that's going to be a race with 10EZT, and then we'll shiny hunt Celebi after that. And then Gen 3, we've been talking about it most of the stream, but Gen 3 is going to be wild because Pokemon Coliseum is going to be in there. A Japanese copy of Pokemon Coliseum is going to be in there. It's going to be ridiculous. Am I going to glitch the eggs? What do you mean glitch the eggs? Why are we glitching eggs, and what eggs are we glitching? Like the egg Pokemon? I am going to have to use save states to get all of the fossil Pokemon for this generation, though. Well, to an extent, I guess. What is a Professor Elm challenge? Hatch Togepi. The daycare eggs for Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, and Tyrogue. I wouldn't plan on glitching them. I wouldn't know that there's a reason to glitch them, because you can get all of those Pokemon natively. Professor Elm would be making so many eggs you forget what's in them. Yes, I agree. Guess just to save time. Gotcha. No, the idea would be to use glitches as minimally as possible. You will just need to get one fossil with a save state. Yeah. I think technically the other ones will have to be traded on, because if I save stated before I chose a fossil, I would still have to get to the point where I could trade the fossil, you know, revitalize the fossil to begin with. And that's a long distance away. So I'm going to have to pull fossils from another save file. It's just what's going to have to be done. You will get the other two fossils free? I mean, I know Aerodactyl. Jay, don't you be telling me my world's gonna get wrecked yet again today. I don't think I can handle a world-wrecking revelation again this stream. Um, I know Aerodactyl is the old amber. You get that one. And I know you choose a fossil in Mount Moon. Dome or Helix. So you can only choose one of the two, and the third is given to you. Surely you're not telling me that there's a way to get all three fossils. You just get two. Okay. You know what? Oh my gosh, I got 2 Weedles in a row on this game. That's like the equivalent of catching a shiny. Okay. There may be a way that I can get all 3 fossils. But it would be really difficult to pull off. Like, extremely difficult to pull off. Oh my gosh, so many Weedles today. Where were those earlier when I needed them? So, I'm thinking, I'm not certain it works 100% because I never tried it. But one thing that would be worth trying is, you know how you can clone Pokemon in the Pokebox? You should be able to do that with items as well. By having the item in your bag, saving, depositing it into a PC box, exiting out of the box, and doing the save glitch as if you were saving items. It should theoretically be possible to duplicate an item that way so that it saves in the box and in your bag at the same time. Let's see. I was wondering if You use the item multiplication glitch for TMs. Can they still be stored in PC? Specifically, where you can manipulate the item count to create duplicates, complex process, the steps to duplicate. Lame. I cannot find the answer to my question I'm looking for. Apparently no one's tried to duplicate an item using the PC in red and blue. Oh. Okay. Whirlwind is not a good move in this game. Yeah. That makes sense, Jay. Not much use in Gen 1. It's wild that there's so many moves to make battles end. I'm only thinking of Whirlwind and Roar right now, but I know there's others. Teleport, of course. Oh my gosh, level ups are happening a little bit more faster. Also, if Crobat Cave is still hanging out, kind of like your PFP, that's really cool. Ah, Kukuna. Kukuna Matata. Dragon Tail, Circle Throw. Yeah. Somebody's spamming the hearts. You know, Jay, I'm not sure. I don't know as they actually do anything. You know what I kind of realized today, playing through this and listening to the music? We all think of, like, when we're thinking about Pokemon music in our heads and humming it, we always do the main, like the main melody. You know, Viridian Forest. But, like, in even the battle, there's the main battle theme, but like there's also a melody underneath that I forget's there. Gee, you thought I was a professional streamer? Nah, I don't make enough for that. That's why they don't pay me the big bucks. I don't know these answers. But no, the hearts actually do nothing. They don't count as a metric for, like, engagement. Doo-doo. 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 And the theme from Lavender Town is a freaking bop. I love it so much. Well, we're almost done with moves for Pidgeotto. And I think that's going to be, you know, finishing up those is going to be as good a place as any to end for the day. But goodness, that tip to come battle these guys is huge. It's like almost a faint one of these, win one of these, and get two free. Like, these Metapods are giving me as much experience as the Pidgey out yonder were. That's wild. 2-for-1 special. Oops. Can't use a move that's empty. Alright. Pidgeotto is donezo. So we will save. We're at 15 hours for this run so far. So I'll probably be streaming this again tomorrow night because, once again, I don't work on Tuesday. So if we're lucky, we might get a nap time stream in tomorrow. We'll see where we get. But we'll catch you guys tomorrow for a continuation of this very lackluster going on here.